Alright, this is round 2 with the primer. We've done all the fairing, filling, sanding, and sanding some more. And this is the Epiphanes 2-part white. And here we go. I thinned it just a little bit. And we'll see how it comes on here. I didn't thin it very much, just a little bit. I bought these rollers from Epiphanes because the other ones that I bought from Home Depot or whatever, they started coming apart. You'd use them for maybe 5 minutes and then this stuff's vicious. It's got a lot of, what do they call it, VOCs. So, I don't know, it just eats the foam. We'll see how it does with these. These were expensive. I got 10 of them in a package. I can't remember how much they were, but a lot more than at Home Depot. Well, this is going on smoother than it did before, that's for sure. Try to make sure I get these lines out of it. So oh, that's going on way smoother. I thought I got an extra quart of this stuff though. I'm going to do 2 coats. It's not covering super good. I don't know, maybe it's good enough. Try not to paint a dog. That'd be good. I don't know how much. I've been sanding this for a month. After we got the total fair on, then I started sanding that down. And it's like you can never get it quite good enough. Today I finally took that longboard sander that I made and got it down to 220 over the whole thing. And then getting it clean was a bit of a trick. It just felt gritty. Finally wiped it down with a tack rag after washing it off. I gotta be cool how I do this. I watched some video and it say use the bull end, the rounded end of the roller, and keep that in your wet edge. Hopefully you don't wind up with a bunch of lines, but everything I've read or looked at suggested that you should be able to do this without tipping it with a brush. Just nice and smooth with the roller. I do like this roller. It's going on good. Okay, I got it done. I had to switch to this heavy-duty breather. That little face mask thing I was wearing wasn't doing it. This stuff is nuts. Man, it's fun to put on. It goes on so smooth. We're just about 55 degrees outside, so I've got the heater running because it needs to be at least 60 degrees to do this. And so anyway, I don't have as much ventilation as maybe I should, but with that heavy-duty breather on, I was able to do this, and quite honestly, I didn't smell at all with that breather on. Boy, I can't tell you the difference this is. Now, we don't still have full coverage, you know, there's still a place you can see through, but I've got another quart, and we're going to put a second coat on this, but holy smoke, the difference this time compared to the last time, I mean, I'm seeing reflections just in the primer. See down there? How about that? Really nice. Boy, that tells you all you got to know about surface preparation. Get it smooth before you try to put it on there. This primer is supposed to be a kind of a thick primer, So I had the idea that, you know, it could fill in some places, and I'm sure that it does, but it was just way too rough before. You might remember this forward section here at the bow, how uneven and rough that was. Man, that's just smoothed out. I am perfectly good with that. Well, I imagine when we get the next coat on this, I put some on the keel and then I splattered it on here and I get the little drops. Oh, the other thing I was going to mention, the right there, do not go back and try to touch it up after you don't have a wet edge anymore. I was smart enough to quit and not make it worse. The other thing, those foam rollers, they do disintegrate, but I was able to get a whole side done before it came apart. And the result is I just have the teeniest couple of little pieces of foam bits left up on the front of this side. It didn't come apart on the other side. I was able to do the whole other side. I may have been pressing the roller just a little hard, and that might have affected it. Plus, I was running the edge of it up into the side of the keel there, so that probably didn't help it either. Anyway, well, I'm super happy now. Way better. Way, 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 way better. Look at that bad baby. All right, more later.